Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the night. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and ain't no fox. We call him Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause I run it like Nike.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. A dangerous return man showing it here. I nearly broke down for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Open man is Jalen Naylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far, running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
3rd down, here's Mason. But he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Set, hut, ready.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And this is a game where you don't envy a defensive coordinator. This is what you have to game plan against all week. This offense is #1 in the NFL in passing, and they're clicking here early as they get a completion there for a first down.
Well, fires that quickly outside. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Packers at 6-4 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. When you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Ready?
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. 3rd and 12. Here's McCarthy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go now.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs winning double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the big play there, all negated by an illegal block in the back.
He knew it right away as he was doing it. You can see it in his body language. I think what hurts most is he really didn't need to do it, but he just couldn't help himself.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He lets one go deep for Addison. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
19, Charger, 19.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. Justin Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready, ready.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Set, hut. Black 40. Hut, hut.
Here's Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Ready, ready.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. It's complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Ready?
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Love. That's your Kraft, the tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
17 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half.
On the set. Set. Hut, hut.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast and as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go. Set. 52 blue. Ready.
Love from the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
60 blaster. 6. Cut.
Love looking to throw it. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Oh, that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Room to maneuver at the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 72 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead to give up the middle. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is McCarthy. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison, 68 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. The extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Love now. That's taken in by Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go bootleg. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape.
Here we go.
It didn't exist.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. They'll complete this one to Watson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Set, cut.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Able to find his man, Kraft. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is It's met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's go.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To the air with McCarthy. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their 1st pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. We'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
35-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready, set.
Throwing. Love. That's to the tight end, Wiley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's McCarthy. Throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Slant route, and he's got Addison. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
On the give, it's Mason. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. First throw now for the backup Wentz. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Okay, ready? Down. Ready?
Now Love. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Short throw, he's got Kraft. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Set, hut. 40, set.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Love fires that quickly outside.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Let's go. Black 40. Hut, hut.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by McManus is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow. Hut.
And they take a knee.
Ready. 52 blue. Ready.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Ready.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Green Bay, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8.